Yo, what's up? What's up? It's the Hungry Millennial back again with yet another proactive pragmatism. So, on this proactive pragmatism, I remember seeing a quote that said 6 plus 3 is 9, but so is 5 plus 4. And I bring this up to say that sometimes the plan that you see other people put together is good enough. Because in a world where we all have things that we have to get done, we all have tasks, we all have deadlines, it's important as a hungry millennial, as a hungry, Gen Z, as a hungry boomer, that we save our peace and our energy for the things that we can actually change, that are variables that need to be solved in the moment, versus thinking that our way of thinking is the best way to get it done. Sure, it's a way, but at some point we have to humble ourselves and realize that we don't have all the answers. And one way that I try to do this is when I'm confused or when a plan doesn't make sense to me, I ask questions about the plan. And when you ask questions about the plan, or if you ask questions about the situation, often I will find mental peace and clarity. It may not be in the moment. I may have to detach and ponder on it a little bit, which is tough for me because I'm kind of a taskmaster. I want to get things done. I want to execute at a high level. I want to be like, okay, got it, boom. And I want to keep rolling. But real life doesn't work like that. And the more we stress ourselves out, the more we get brain fog trying to solve things that are already solved, but we want them solved our way. And we got to realize that our way isn't the only way. One thing that's getting really tedious, we're getting ready to button down on our deployment here soon within the next year. And certain things aren't really worth your energy. Certain things are like, hey, you got to get these things done. Last episode, I talked about the Band-Aid mentality. This is not me talking about putting a Band-Aid on things and calling it good. It's about having the wisdom to know that something's good enough to complete the task so you can focus on your overall mission, your overall goals, your overall passions for the long game. Because a lot of people, marathon mentality is about consistency, but it's also about knowing when a task is good enough, knowing when you have met the challenge, knowing when, hey, you know what? It's time for me to move on to the next task. And so I want you to try to subdue your ego and be humble and analyze the things that you can control. So earlier today, there was a class that people, some of my troops are like, I don't really care much for this class. But I had to explain to them that you knew the class was coming. We've seen this before. Sometimes you just have to calm your nerves, calm yourself, put your ego away, and just get through the time. Because this too will subside. And so the things that are important, once you start focusing on the things that are not solved, that need to be solved, like coordinating said training, or coordinating going to the gym, or figuring out what you're going to do when you get in the gym before you get there, you'll have mental clarity in other parts of your life. So you can start thinking about what you're going to do when you get home, what you're going to eat, how you're going to meal plan and meal prep. You can start thinking about, okay, what's my next step after this job? What are the jobs that I fit the description for? Or what certificates can I get so that I can continue to level up in life and stay on my path? But if we're so fixated on people having our right answer versus a right answer, then we will lose ourselves in the process. And that's the last thing that you want. So, this is Hungry Millennial telling you that let the problems be solved. without you having to have your ego inputted, and recognize when something is just not worth your peace. Because that peace and that clarity is going to carry you through moments in life that you've never thought that you'd have to face. So, this is Hungry Millennial, back with yet another Proactive Pragmatism. I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned in, stay locked and loaded. And don't forget to leave me questions at hungrymillennial4@gmail.com. Thank you.